Tenants feel that they're looked down on, including by their landlords. Tenants feel very betrayed by media portrayals. They feel that people stereotype them. The council estate is where the crime happens, it's where the trouble is, it's where, if you have a choice, you wouldn't want to live. We had a government official at the tenant think tank on overcoming stigma. And she said the thing that had most struck her was that all the tenants liked living in social housing. She was flabbergasted. Which is why when developers or housing associations try to demolish estates, you get lots of protests. A lot of the incidents that bring the estates into bad repute happen because there isn't enough on-the-ground staff, there isn't enough clearing of rubbish, there isn't enough reletting of empty property fast enough. You know, there are so many things you can do to make an estate that's got a really bad reputation really work well, and I could directly take you to a few. If we stopped demolishing estates and if we protected social housing because it's valuable and because we needed it, I think that would give a very big signal. You don't knock them down saying, oh, that's all rubbish, let's try again, and then exclude most of the tenants from the new place you build, because that doesn't really help. You don't have to change the tenants, you just have to change the way you relate to tenants. I'd recognise that the gap in knowledge and information and understanding between people who were tenants in social housing and people who were landlords and politicians who were making decisions was absolutely huge. And I knew from working in communities that if you did involve tenants, you got a much better outcome. Not only were people happier, but you actually made better decisions. It is something of a miracle that when you get 40 people or 50 people together actually talking through the really hard questions, you just get the most amazing level of experience that is never normally shared, literally never shared, it's not known.
Shortly before 1 o'clock on Wednesday morning, an inferno broke out in a tower block in West London.
We were approached on whether we would follow up on the Grenfell fire by trying to spread the lessons from it all across the country. We felt that we had a contribution to make and that it was our responsibility to do it. Tenants are often the best witnesses of what happens in a tower block because housing staff change, every couple of years. And tenants, on average, live more than 10 years in their block. So that you've got this incredible source of information that isn't recorded anywhere, that tenants will remember that the fire doors were changed at point whatever, or that a right to buy tenant had moved in next door and the landlord never appears. Tenants have a lot to say.